Have you personally had any experience with interdimensional beings?
Well, because it's all taboo and people.
Well, let me tell you, I have. I 100%.
Tell us about it.
Doing DMT, I've 100% communicated with something. The question is whether that something was actually in my imagination or in my mind, or whether that something was something that takes place in another dimension. I don't know. I can't be sure. There's no way to put it on a scale. There's no way to run it through a test. But what I do know is that it's the same experience.
I can be sure.
Okay.
I mentioned Eric Muller, who you know, Mankel Muller, because he's the one guy willing to let me tell a story. I've literally talked to, I say 100 people. Mm-hmm. It's probably more than that, because I've known about this for a long time. He is a Christian, but he heard about all this, so he went down to a couple places in Central and South America and did it twice. Both times it was 30 to 40 people in the group. And he's like, well, Alex, I just don't believe in demons, but I did see basically aliens come up to the edge of the forest, and we were all seeing it, and we were all seeing the same thing, but I think it was a chemical reaction. You don't have everybody gets drunk, we all think about what happened to us in high school or college or what's good or what's bad. We all have different experiences. When you're taking a hallucinogen, and suddenly you're all seeing the same thing, it just means it clicked off the part of your brain as a filter, so you go crazy.
Yeah.
Because a lot of schizophrenic people just see more, and then they see everything. It doesn't mean they're right. It just means that the filter is off.
Well, I always said, like, you ever run your hand over an insect that can't see? They have no idea you're there. They're like certain insects that just don't see anything, whether it's a centipede or whatever.
And how do we know what they see?
Well, we don't know. You're right.
Yeah.
We by dissecting dead ones, we have an understanding of what sensors they possess, and we
think a bee or a fly sees like in a bunch of little
Dude, I told you
hexagons or whatever.
We
know that they have a bunch of
idea.
different. Yeah, we don't know what the exact experience was. I told you the whole story.
Joe, they've got computers hooked up to the damn bugs. They've got everything.
Computers are hooked up to the bugs?
The difference is, let me tell you. Yeah, they've got 35 years ago, they had remote control rats with microchips. They could send 500 yards into a bombed out building with a camera on their top. They 30
did
years
that shit to dolphins too, right? Didn't
yes, they've got roaches in mainline Scientific American, roaches with a chip on their head that run around. The difference is, the reason it's dangerous is that once you open that gate, it's all bad.
Why is it all bad? Why can't you experience that interdimensional being and learn something from it and be a better person when you come out of it?
Because for whatever reason, at first it's all beautiful, and soon you're an Aztec base, kidnapping all the local tribes and killing whoever's the tallest or the smartest. Every time it gets control, it starts murdering everybody. And it always starts beautiful. It always starts great.
So you're talking about ancient civilizations where they ritualize psychedelic drugs and they wind up killing everybody?
In every case, the priests say we have to throw babies into fires. We have to cut their hearts out. We have to bite their genitals.
True or false? Supposedly the mushrooms were used by the Aztecs so that they wouldn't resist. They'd get them all high on mushrooms.
It was beyond that. They had a cocktail. They had a cocktail.
They don't resist.
Of dozens of hallucinogens and toxins that would give them an enema.
True or false, though? They didn't use mushrooms just to keep them sedated.
It makes sense. It makes sense if you get. They killed. Pull this up. I think the temple. I forget how you say it. Teotihuacan. But in this one temple, I think they killed some insane amount of people after it was constructed. After the construction, tens of thousands. They sacrificed tens of thousands of people. That the ones that were actually working to build the temple. Once they died, they killed everybody.
I've been down there with like real university heads who I want to hear from them. These are the Mayans, and they said, "Yeah, no, we're opening an interdimensional gate. The gods want blood," and they didn't take it internally to the mouth. They would take enemas of dozens of hallucinogens and alcohol. And so the priest would take a couple of drugs, and then the priest wanted to communicate with the aliens, and the aliens wanted blood.
And they also
it was more like, we're chopping hearts out. Yes, sir. Okay, we did 1,000. Okay, the gate's open. Open.
Here it goes. Jamie says, it says they, between 10,000 and 80,400 persons were sacrificed in the ceremony in 1487 when the Aztecs completed the temple. And how do you say the temple name? Pull up the top of the.
You're right.
How do you say it?
Memory's good.
It's
all over.
Sorry. How do you say the temple name?
It didn't say it right there.
Oh, it didn't say?
That's Mexico City.
Teotihuacan.
Mexico City.
I think I'm saying
Mexico
it wrong.
City's where they think they killed about 5 million people. This is one day.
fucking insane. They killed 80,000 people in a couple of days. That's bananas, man.
And by the way, you go down there, and you're walking around in the woods, and the Mayan guide goes, the bones. And they pick up, and you're like, it's not gravel. It's petrified bones are everywhere.
Oh, my God.
But let me go further. The priesthood were meat sellers. This happened in Europe as well. They would hang people up, and the stores, the market is below the temples. And so you would eat the meat, and the most valuable meat was warriors. Like when you won the ball throwing game that went on for days,
they would kill you.
They killed you.
The ones who won were murdered. This is the thing. They used to think that they sacrificed the losing team. Now they realize they sacrificed the winning team. I had a bit about it for a while where I was like, that must have been the longest fucking game ever. Dude's just dropping the ball, fucking up, missing
but
shots.
they were all fighting because they wanted to. They
funny.
believed they were food
wanted
for the
to
gods.
die. Yeah, they wanted to die.
Because they told them, they said, Quetzalcoatl, the flying serpent,
Quetzalcoatl,
yeah. You're gonna interface and upload to its brain. And you look at their paintings; it's all like spaceships and dials, and they have perfect in the Spanish Museum for 200 years, proving it's not a hoax because there's drawings of it in 200-year-old Spanish textbooks. But you can go see it. It's about like a half foot long. Looks like a jumbo jet with the windows and the engines.
True or false? The Mayans smoked penis blood.
They did.
They did. See?
Well, what they did was
You thought I made that shit
the
up?
high priest didn't
I thought
kill
you were just being silly.
The high
No,
priest
no,
didn't
that's
kill
true.
themselves,
And
but they took long lines of leather, jaguar leather, and it had nails on it, or it had like spiky things, glass, and they would put it in their genitals. And only the most skilled priest, the high priest, while they were sacrificing people for hours, taking hallucinogens. Would like not try to cut his testicles off, but only the most skilled would sit there and draw them through their testicles.
And they would smoke the blood so that they could see, so that they could talk to their ancestors.
The lower priest,
seriously,
the lower priest would then put
talk to their ancestors.
They would put it on sacred leaves, and then they would smoke the genital blood of the high priest, and then.
They would talk to their ancestors.
I believe it. It's just people are so goofy. Look, if you see those African ladies with the giant plates in their lips, if you believe that people
the necks,
yeah, how about that? They stretch their necks out to the point where if they take those things off, their head will fall off. People are willing to do all kinds of crazy things to their body. I'm not surprised they smoke penis blood.